Hey, what's up everyone? I'm back on my Pyromancer with quite possibly the best firepower build for it. Don't forget to subscribe for more Outriders content on a weekly basis. I also have a Discord set up if you're looking for more people to play with. The link to that will be in the description down below. Let's start this build off by diving into the weapons. We actually have two options for weapons. You can go with either a full auto shotgun for blasting tons of enemies up close, or an assault rifle to give you more precise and longer range damage. For the shotgun, I went with the bulwark having the desired attributes of crit damage, status power, and close range damage. Status power is good because it's going to increase the duration of Ash on enemies, giving me a longer lasting stun effect. With the mods, it came with the desired tier 3 mod, Ultimate Bleeding Bullets, spreading the bleed effect on any enemy hit by this weapon. Then the second mod is Dark Sacrifice, just for a weapon damage buff. Here's just a little demonstration of how well this shotgun works with clearing out tons of enemies. For the second option, it's going to be a purple assault rifle with the burst fire variation for the highest amount of damage and crit damage. I will recommend this weapon for group play because it's much easier to keep up with the ammo than the shotgun. I was able to get two of the three desired attributes, crit damage and close range damage, but the third attribute came out being long range damage. Not the end of the world not getting status power. With the assault rifle, you're going to have a lot more accuracy than the shotgun, being able to land those headshots a lot easier while being at a distance. The great part about this is that you can still do some good damage while at that distance. With the mods, I placed Ultimate Bleeding Bullets on it, the same thing as the shotgun, and then for the second mod, I equipped Anomaly Enhancement so I could get a nice firepower boost. You can go with either weapon because they both do the same amount of damage, but the shotgun has a higher fire rate and it's capable of hitting multiple enemies at once, whereas the assault rifle has a higher crit damage multiplier, and you're able to take out enemies at a distance. You can even switch it up during or after the pod rescue if you feel like it. That's everything for the weapons, so let's move over to the armor, starting off with the helmet. I went with Sergio's Beret, coming with the attributes of bonus firepower, cooldown reduction, and status power. The only attribute missing is close range damage, but you don't need Sergio's Beret for this build. You could very easily get a purple rarity helmet. I just went with this cause I had it on hand. For the mods, it came with Bloodlust just to boost my firepower, and the second mod I swapped out for Vampiric Meg, to replenish my ammo after killing an enemy afflicted by bleed, which my weapons will be applying. So we are completely covered for ammo with just those two mods, like how a Technomancer gets kills to refill ammo. The next piece of armor up is the chest piece with any kind of purple rarity, having the desired attributes of bonus firepower, cooldown reduction, and close range damage. With the mods, I put Tainted Blood on to increase my damage to enemies afflicted with bleed, to clear them out faster and regain ammo much easier. The second mod is Ashen Boost, increasing my damage to enemies afflicted by Ash. Next up, we have the legs with any kind of purple rarity with the exact same attributes as before. For the mods, I put Sharp Eye on to increase my firepower, and Bullet Kindling to increase my damage to enemies afflicted by burn. Very straightforward. On to the gloves with the exact same kind of thing. Any kind of purple rarity with the exact same attributes. Then with the mods, I put Death Sentence, which increases my weapon and anomaly damage to enemies afflicted by the skill Ash Blast. The second mod is Personal Space, just increasing my close range damage. Last up are the boots, and you guessed it, the same thing again, any kind of purple rarity with the exact same attributes. For the mods, I put Captain Hunter on to increase my damage to elites, and Mitigation from Death to make me tanky since we're going to be up close or at the very farthest medium range. That's everything for the weapons and armor. so let's hop over to the skills I'll be using. First up is Feed the Flames, being used to give me a weapon damage buff that's in the class tree, Inflict Ash to do increased damage, interrupt enemies' attacks, and also give me a really nice instant heal. The second skill is Ash Blast, being used in the exact same way as Feed the Flames, to stun enemies, give me a weapon damage buff, and also doing even more damage to those enemies afflicted by this skill because of the mod Death Sentence. The last skill is Volcanic Rounds, increasing the damage my shots do, ignoring armor, and just making it so much easier to kill enemies. Kind of a skill you need with firepower builds. The way you use these skills is really simple. Just spam Ash Blast whenever you can with its short 8.6 second cooldown, which can be even shorter because I'm missing a cooldown reduction attribute. Then just shoot at every enemy stuck in place with the Ash effect for easy kills. With Feed the Flames, it's the exact same thing. Just spam it whenever you can, but try to focus it on tougher enemies so you can interrupt their attacks. The best part about this build is that even if you run out of volcanic rounds, the cooldown for it isn't even that long, and you can still do good damage even without it activated. That's everything for the skills, so let's move over to the last thing, the class tree. Now, I went with the top branch just so I could give myself the most weapon damage, cooldown, and increased damage to enemies afflicted by Ash. I also picked up a few nodes in the middle of the tree to increase my health and cooldown some more. This is the class tree if you're using the shotgun. If you're using the assault rifle, this is the class tree. Extremely similar, with the only difference being two nodes. One that increases my rifle damage, and the other that gives me anomaly power whenever I activate Ash Blast or Feed the Flames, which gives me a firepower boost because of the mod Anomaly Enhancement. If you think there's something I could add or change to this build to make it better, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you think there's something I could do to improve my videos as well, let me know, cause I'm always trying to do better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.